What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be talking about the rear grips for all the Cold War guns. As most of you probably know, the rear grips did either literally nothing or very, very little before the Season 2 update. And I got a ton of questions asking if anything changed for the Season 2 update. And turns out things did change. So I'll be going through all the numbers for like the ADS effects of the rear grips, since that's something that Cold War guns struggle with. They don't have any attachments that reduce the ADS time, which is a big problem when you're building guns. But yeah, this is one of those videos that took a ton of time to do all the testing and research behind before making the video. The video itself is going to be pretty short, but yeah, just because of that, consider giving it a thumbs up, consider giving me a sub. We'll jump into it here and I'll show you all the results. All right, so starting with the FFAR, we've got speed tape, drop shot wrap, the jungle grip, serpent wrap, and then the airborne elastic wrap. These all say they help with ADS time in green, like the pro. But here are all the actual numbers. They're going to pop up on the screen. You can see that they all actually hurt your ADS times, and I don't know if they flipped a sign when they were putting these all in or what, but I was super precise with these measurements. I was very careful, and I did repeated testing to make sure I got the right number for all of these this time. So yeah, they all hurt ADS times right now, which gives you even less reason to use these than before, which is just crazy. They must have flipped a sign or something. I don't know. I think they flipped a sign. But I'm going to be testing flinch resistance and like all these other effects, aiming stability, ADS firing move speed, all that stuff in a future video, but I just wanted to cover all these ADS times first. All right, on to the XM4. We have the same story here, same attachments. And again, they all do the exact same thing as the FFAR. They all hurt your ADS times. Very annoying. We need them to fix this because that would really help build viable Cold War guns. It's just strange that we have 0 attachments that help with ADS time. All right, now onto the Groza. So the Groza is not on the website yet, but it's one of the top on my priority list for getting the full stats on the website. And I'm going to put all these up there as soon as I have the rest of the stats tested. Like I said, I only did ADS time for this video, but I'm going to be testing flinch resistance, sprint to fire times, and all of that for the rest of the stats to see if those changed. I had already tested all of this for the FFAR in the past, but I think they made some pretty massive changes to the guns in Season 2, so I'm literally going to start over, and I'm going to test everything from the ground up, starting with probably with the FFAR, and just get all the stats on the website. But anyway, back to ADS times for the Groza. Same story here. They don't penalize quite as much, but they're not supposed to penalize at all, so it's still terrible. These are all the numbers for them right here. All right, the MAC-10, same story again. Go look at the rear grips. They all do the same things as the ARs, so just because it's an SMG doesn't change anything. And they all penalize you, just like all the AR grips did. I don't really understand how this could happen, but it is what it is, and hopefully they'll fix it. All right, time for the Bullfrog. Bullfrog, again, is pretty much the same. They all penalize you pretty significantly, with some of them not even having any pros at all. So speed tape doesn't list anything except helping aim down sight time, and it turns out it actually hurts aim down sight time. So it's literally just a bad attachment. The Cold War MP5, again, same story here. Speed tape, drop shot wrap, jungle grip, serpent wrap, and airborne elastic wrap all hurt your ADS time pretty significantly. So just never use any of these because they're all just going to penalize you right now. All right, I also tested the sniper rifles that I have fully leveled, which would be the LW3 and the Pelington. So for the LW3 first, they're highly penalizing. So the attachments tend to work similarly to like a percentage of the ADS time in terms of how much they help or hurt. It's not exactly a percentage, but it's you can kind of think of it like that. And so because the LW3 has a much higher base ADS time, the penalization of these different wraps is more significant than for like a MAC-10 where the base ADS is much, much lower. So yeah, these are extremely penalizing for the snipers, and I haven't found any positives to using any of them yet. All right, for the Pelington, Pelington has basically the same story as the LW3. Very similar results here. I just don't know why they're like this. I don't understand how it could be this hard to get the stats right. It's very confusing to me. I don't know if they're doing it on purpose for some unknown reason, or what, but they mostly fixed the barrels, it seems like, for, you know, labeling them accurately. but yet they just ignored the grips. Actually made the grips worse unless they accidentally flipped the sign. But how could you flip the sign on every gun when they're all unique? I don't know. It's weird. All right, on to the AUG, Cold War AUG. Same story here again, of course. They all hurt your ADS times pretty significantly. I'm gonna sit here for a second so you guys can see them all. M16 is the same story again, of course. Feed tape, drop shot, jungle grip, serpent wrap, and airborne all hurt your ADS times by a pretty significant amount. All right, so this is the DMR-14. Still a really good gun, by the way. You don't see that many people using it anymore, but it's still super, super good. So it's the same story with the DMR. All 5 of the grips that are supposed to help your ADS time all hurt your ADS time. All right, finally we have the Type 63. So Type 63, same story again. Every single one of the guns that I have fully leveled, I'm sure it's the same across the board. I tested, you know, like 10 or so guns for this, for every single attachment, and this took a few hours, probably, I don't know, probably 5 hours, 6 hours. But I don't get it. I don't understand it. I'm actually going to tweet at Raven and let them know about this because they might not even be aware. But yeah, they all hurt the ADS times. All right, guys. Well, this is a simple video, basically just covering stats. So it wasn't like super interesting or anything, but just crazy that all these stats are like literally backwards from what they're supposed to be. I don't know if, like I've said before, if they missed a sign, like if it was supposed to be a negative and they just missed the negative on all of these or what. It's just crazy, and it's not a big deal to probably most of you watching this, but think of all the literally like millions of players that don't use my website and don't watch my videos or JGod's videos or Exclusive Aces videos. All these people that, I mean, there's tons of people that don't actually get into the data like most of the people watching right now, like you guys. So there's tons of people that are just going to go off what's in the game, and having stuff completely mislabeled and misleading is just probably killing their experience. And it's crazy to me that they still don't have this stuff worked out. I don't really understand it. After all, I mean, the game's been out almost a year now, and we still don't have stats that are matching what they say they should be doing, and it's just a mess. And it's very strange to me that a huge company can't get this figured out. But anyway, that's all I wanted to cover today. So thank you guys all for watching. Like I said, I'm going to cover sprint to fire times and flinch resistance and stuff like that in an upcoming video for the rear grips. But for today, I spent hours and hours testing this stuff, so I just wanted to make a video dedicated just to the ADS time. So thank you guys all for watching. I'll see you guys all in the next video.